Unemployment versus job openings. Okay, welcome. Currently with the epidemic, there's a lot of people out of work and bills keep coming in and they gotta pay their bills. So even with the current second stimulus package coming out, which I think I did a video on that down below you can look at. I do everything from comparing the CARES Act to the Republicans' HEALS Act to the Democrats' HEROES Act, how much you're gonna get, when you're gonna get it. Pretty much sounds like mid to late August, but that's later. I mean, we don't have time for that. We need a job. We need money now, right? So right now, we're getting ready to cover that. Welcome to my channel where I cover money, health, and a little bit of happiness. Yes, cover some happiness. I actually wrote a book about it. My name is Matt Auber, and I'm here to discuss with you what many of you are probably looking for, and that's a J-O-B, right? Please smash the like button, and if you're new, please subscribe and click on the bell for future alerts. So what do you do if you're unemployed and you need money? The first thing, before you apply for a job, you gotta have your CV. If you have a CV, you need to update it. And remember to start with the last job, okay? So when somebody looks at your resume, the first thing they're gonna see is your name, address, and a little blurb saying something about you, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're gonna have your first job or your current. So if you're not working, it's gonna be the last job. If you're still working, it'll be your current job, and then work your way down. Keep the resume below, or your CV below 3 pages or less. I mean, you don't wanna have 10 pages. I got buddies that have like 20-page resumes. I wouldn't put a picture on it. A lot of people judge, if you ask me. They say don't judge, but people really do. So if they see your mug shot on there, they might be like, who is this person? Don't want this guy working here. I don't know, people are people, right? So anyway, and I have a snappy intro in the beginning. Like under mine, I have my name, my email, my phone number, and all of a sudden, boom, it says, dedicated nuclear professional with more than 20 years experience focused on operational and environmental management, safety, and training. Just something quick and something that brings them in and engages them. That way they'll see it and they'll start looking through it, right? And they're like, wow, I like this guy. So in the future, remember, it's easier to get a job if you already have one. So what I'm trying to say is never quit a job until you have one. There's a lot of stuff that goes behind that. Your confidence level is a lot higher. It's a psychological thing. If you're out interviewing for a job and you already have one, you know you have a job, you still got pizza back here, you're good, you're fine. So you're sitting there interviewing, but in the back of your mind, you're like, you know what? I mean, you want to do good in the interview, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, you do know that you're still secure over here. But now if you don't even have a job and you're looking in your interview and you're just like, you're nervous, it's a psychological thing, like I said. So always, like I said, never quit a job until you have one. My story, there was a time when I got, what do they call it, reduction in force or something, and I literally, no, seriously, I put out 400 resumes. Now I'm from Texas, so I put out out of the 400 or whatever, plus 100 of them were in Texas. The other 300 were out of Texas. I didn't care. I'm like, I got to do what I got to do. I got to support the family. I got to pay the bills. We got to eat, So basically, I just kept knocking them out, putting them out. And before you know it, if you keep doing this, be consistent with it. And that goes with anything in life, but especially for a job, you will start getting these phone calls. There will be days eventually when you'll be getting like 2-3 phone calls coming in. And when they call you up, it's basically going to be a phone interview at first. And if it's not a phone interview immediately, they're going to say, well, can I schedule a phone interview and call you back? And then from there, and then it'll be the hard interview. So, and it came a point in time where I was flying out, they were paying, they'll pay, you fly out, you do your interviews. There was some interviews where I flew out the same day and got home the same day. I flew out, interviewed, and came right back the same day. There was some where I flew out and I came back like the next day. Out of all of the 400 plus resumes, I think I was interviewed literally physically about 10 times. And in the end, I ended up with 3 offers. So they were all different. One was oil and gas right there in Texas, because I was in West Texas. I didn't even have to leave. I could have just stayed in the house. They're going to give me a company truck, company credit card, company computer, all this stuff. And the other one, the second one, was the Department of Energy, where they wanted me to manage some of the radioactive waste burial sites. And then another one was a commercial nuclear power plant to be an instructor. So they were all different, believe it or not. So I thought, wow. And I even put in an offer for the oil and gas guys because I didn't think they would meet it. They said, well, what would it take to keep you or get you? And I threw a number out there arbitrary. And they came back and they said, yeah, we'll do it. And I'm like, uh-oh. Because the thing is that I wanted the commercial nuclear job because they had, the benefits were about the same, but that's just what I chose. That was my pathway. So basically my whole story, what I'm trying to tell you, here's the point, Get your application, get them out there. Start throwing your resumes out. Just keep doing it. I mean, every day I was putting out about 7 to 8 resumes. I didn't care. I saw a job, I read it, I looked good, I'm putting in for it. I put in. And I'm telling you, eventually you're gonna start it comes right back. It starts building momentum, and you will start getting a lot of phone calls. And guess what? You will get a job, okay? So right now, I'm overseas right now. I'm in Abu Dhabi, I'm working, I've been here a couple years, 2.5 years. I like it, the money's good, benefits are good, everything. I go home when I want, so yeah, I mean, these jobs I'm gonna talk about in the next few minutes, these are gonna be all over America. Some of them are even across seas. Most of them are probably in America, but you can do what you want. These are first, second, third shift jobs. Some require experience, some don't require experience. Some have overtime, which is really good because you're gonna be able to make more money. Many of the jobs, like I said, have benefits, and it's something, I have a feeling that, who knows? I mean, one of these jobs could be a game changer for you and change the whole pathway of your life. So just continue to listen and let's see what we got, okay? Let's see if we can make that change for you. Okay, the first one that I'm going to show you right here is called roadtext.com. Okay, back in the day, believe it or not, it used to be called Road Whore, and then politically they got a little trouble, so now it's called roadtext.com. And I mean, this is an excellent source for finding a job. They have part-time, they have full-time, they have contracting, they have permanent jobs, they have everything. And this next one I'm going to show you right here is from Rotex. There's 12 different sections that they have here. And I mean, they have nuclear power, petrol, alternative energy, which is like wind and solar and things like that, construction jobs, federal government jobs, shipyard, computer, aerospace, overseas, medical, pharmaceutical, manufacturing. They have all kind of stuff going on. So don't think that there's no jobs out there. There are tons of jobs out there. And then like this one right here, I'm going to show you, this is the construction job list. And as you can see in the construction job, they've got everything from carpenter helpers, foremans, traveling welders, plumbers, housekeeping, general laborers, sheet metal, journeymen, HVAC technicians, right? And then what else do we have on this next one? For the petro, what do we have here? Electricians, yeah, they got electricians in there. They got rotating planners. They have construction supervisors, fossil turnarounds, and that's just for the petrol. Let's go over here to the medical. Okay, now I'm going to show you some medical stuff. On this one alone, I mean, look at all this stuff. Lab technicians, temp checkers, medical appointments, clinical research coordinators, laboratory technicians, warehouse associates. Yeah, that one's in there. Clean room technicians, second shift inspectors. They got tons of stuff in here, right? And it's really neat because, as you can see, not only do they have the job listed there, but at the end of it, they got the date that it was posted and the time frame. So I mean, in these jobs, I mean, you can literally go to the website, and as you're on the website, you'll see the jobs coming in, literally changing. Like every few minutes, you just see new jobs posting, depending on the category you're in. So anyway, lots of jobs on roadtext.com. That's a huge site. I refer to it once in a while when I'm looking around or if I'm trying to help a buddy of mine. The next one I'm going to cover is a job. It's a site called Nuke Worker. All right, Nuke Worker. And don't think that this Nuke Worker site is just for nuclear work, because it's not. Okay, when you're on this page, you can go down like this picture I'm showing you here. This is the drop down job category, and there are tons of categories in this drop down box. I mean, literally, you can just open it up and spin it like a wheel, like on the Wheel of Fortune. And there's just tons of jobs. You click into each one and it opens up more jobs. Okay, so just don't think Nuke Worker is just for nuclear work, okay? All right, the next thing I want to talk about, all right, I don't know if you're a part of it, LinkedIn. Okay, I know you've heard of it. Maybe you are a part of it. I'm on there, right? I've got quite a few followers on there. I've been on there for a little bit. But if you do not have an account, I highly suggest you start one. It's free. It's a great way to get in touch with recruiters and find a job, period. Even if you have a job, it's good to be on there. Like I said, you might find something better. Who knows? You can connect with people, and the people on there will pretty much help you find a job also. Or you can just post something out there that you're in the market looking for a job. And while you're on there, a good thing to remember on LinkedIn is to keep your option for recruit. So there's on your profile, you can have the option open so recruiters can contact you, and you just want to make sure you have that on. so recruiters can come by there and they see that you're looking, and then they'll make you, they'll message you, email you, things like that. Another one, a big one, is Indeed.com. Now LinkedIn, you can get the app on your phone for that, and then over here on this next one I'm talking about, Indeed, they also have an app. So you get the app, it's free to sign up again. The great thing is that you can do an easy apply for many of the jobs openings on here with your resume. So basically, once you're on there, you'll fill out your resume, your CV, and it's on there. And then you'll have a job that'll say, easy apply. And if you just click your easy apply and your resume goes right to them. I mean, that's how back in the day when I was saying, I was putting in like 7 or 8 resumes per every day. That's part of my success right there. You can just push easy apply and it just gives them the resume. It's really neat. So, and then yes, some sites you have to literally put your resume back in. They want you to go to their site and sign in and stuff. But I mean, if you're looking for a job, you got to do what you got to do. So, so you have LinkedIn, and then I just covered Indeed, which is a really, really good one. I actually have the app on both of those, and I can tell you without a doubt, those are invaluable to have. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you got something positive out of this, and I really do hope, if you do not have a job, I really do hope that you will find one. And like I said, I'm going to be posting more videos like this in the future, and also down below about the stimulus package I discussed, if you want to go down there and find out some more information. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put a link down below, and it's going to have a ton of other information on other jobs that you can click on. It's free. You click the link, it just goes and opens up a browser, and it just has tons of stuff on there for you. So thank you for watching, and like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I will see you later.